I've even film stars who have had cancer and other people also, just because they were sleeping under beams.
My God.
My father was the director of horticulture for Taj. So he has told us, Mumbai Taj will always have a lot of deaths. If you see the Mayan architecture, that's based on Vastu. If you see the pyramids of Egypt, they are based on Vastu. Some stupid Indian Vastu guy at that time told him, go to Madras and settle down there. So this guy traveled all the way and then he established in Chennai, Madras, and that is how the British became the most influential European community in India. Like we planned a parliament building and made a blunder out of it.
The new parliament building?
Yeah. That's equally bad. That's the problem. Many of the Vastu guys don't know Vastu. Chinese, all said and done, are following Vastu better than us.
What is the most controversial thing that you believe about Vastu?
Salman Khan had a black buck problem. I got it resolved.
Hi, this is Pooja and thank you for tuning into InControversial. So happy to have you back on the show with me. And before you forget or I forget, please do like, share and subscribe. Your support means so much to me. Today we are discussing a topic that almost every Indian has heard about growing up, Vastu. And to cut through the noise, I have someone joining with me who has spent years of practice in studying this ancient science. He's given lectures, analyzed spaces, shared perspectives that will challenge and make you look at the science of things and how we see and look at energy and spaces. His explanations are practical. They help blend the ancient principles of Vastu with modern day logic and real world patterns. His explanations are also thought-provoking. Let's hear it from the man himself then. Please welcome Aajay Rao. Hi Aajay.
Hi.
Welcome to InControversial.
Thank you.
Aapke busy schedule and the Pad Yatra and your martial arts training may finally I managed to get an appointment with you.
And yoga.
But this time it's not for a Vastu consultation. I'm so glad that I can have you here sharing what Vastu is all about. Of course, it's such a vast science.
Yeah.
But if we can just get first to start with, आपकी journey Vastu की science में कहाँ से शुरू हुई?
Well, it started with my grandparents. I was a very naughty child and just to beat me up. That time everybody should get a chance to beat, they beat. They don't think left and right. So they used to beat us kids, me, my sister, my brother, when we used to sleep under beams, when we used to throw papers or even small things in the northeast. They used not allow us to do that. Teenagers, we started rebelling. But before that, as kids, we started experimenting why they were beating us when we did a particular thing. So we used to sleep under beams, just to see why they were asking us not to sleep under. And you won't believe it, we used to feel that there's a weight on us and we used to get nightmares. We used to actually see haunted beings and all that.
What are you saying?
So that is what happens when you sleep under beams because of the gravity. So you feel oppressed, as if there's a weight pushing you down when you're sleeping especially. So at night you get nightmares and all. And then it actually leads to cancer. I have even film stars who have had cancer and other people also, just because they were sleeping under beams.
My God.
Yeah. My father was the director of horticulture for Taj.
Okay.
So under Mr. A.B. Kerkar, Dr. A.B. Kerkar, who was the chairman of Taj that time, he brought Vastu into, the first project was, of course, Fort Aquaria.
Yeah.
So before that Taj, my father joined in 1974 when we were just kids. I just came into 5th standard 1 year back, 1 year later. So he brought Vastu into the Taj atmosphere. So he, when we were kids, used to tell us that Mumbai Taj will always have a lot of deaths on the rooftop of Taj and all. So we have grown up.
Taj Kolaba?
Yeah, Taj Kolaba. So and he showed us practically where the problems are. And that was one hotel which we didn't do changes.
I mean, today in in the booming real estate market, we often hear 100% Vastu compliant homes. So clearly, Vastu is something that even real estate builders are now following.
Yeah, but
in marketing their homes.
Yeah, but that is more of a misnomer. There's nothing 100%. So you can't, because somebody in your neighborhood builds something, then your Vastu can change for the better or for the worse. Like a lot of people think that मेरे घर के अंदर नहीं है तो मुझे क्यों affect आएगा? But that's not true. Whatever is around you and there's a distance aspect to it also. Like suppose there's a river and it's flowing in the wrong direction, it's say 10 kilometers away, but still it has effect. So the nearer you are to a wrong space,
Yeah.
like a mountain or a river on the wrong side based on Vastu, then that affects you. But if it's on the correct side, it benefits you. It
Right.
benefits the entire city, it benefits the entire place. Like for example, Rishikesh. So Ganga is flowing, it's flowing the wrong side, but some people flourish, some people don't flourish. It depends on which side of the Ganga you are. So all those things are important. And our philosophy, our stories of ancient India give us a lot of perspective on Vastu. Like Shravan Kumar is a typical example of the mind being influenced by the surroundings. So he takes his old parents on the Kavadi,
Yes.
where you have ancient times they used to carry.
Yes.
So he takes his parents to visit Banaras. So of course Ganges. So he, being a young guy, he gets frustrated after a certain time because his oldies, they don't walk. They always expect him to carry him every place. And then he's tired. He bursts out in anger and says, I'm fed up with this. I'm young. I'm not even married. I want to go. I want to leave you all. You'll walk or do whatever. You'll go to Ganga, Banaras on your own. He's almost near Banaras, but still he gets frustrated and he says, I'll not do it. So this guy being intelligent, his father, of course, baap to baap hai. So he says, fine, don't worry. Just take us on the other side of the river and leave us there. Then we'll see, we'll go on our own, we'll do something, or we'll die here, whatever. Just take us across. Just across is not a big thing. So he says, okay, I'll take you across. He crosses the other side of the river and is filled with remorse for being so blunt and for being so impatient with his parents. And then he begs for forgiveness. The same guy and the same river, but the location has changed. And the location has changed and his mind changes. And then he takes them to Benares. So this is mentioned in the Shastras, in the stories of our Upanishads and all. So that's how
Ajay, I have no doubt in my mind that you're obviously very well read and very well studied. Your introduction to Vastu happened at extremely close quarters. बिल्कुल मार पीट के ही आपने सीखा. But for those of us who don't understand Vastu, what is this science? Can you please explain it?
This is ancient architecture. It's not only temple architecture. The problem is people think it's related to temples and related to Hinduism and all. That's not correct. Like if you see the Mayan architecture, that's based on Vastu. If you see the pyramids of Egypt, they are based on Vastu. You go anywhere, the Stonehenge is based on Vastu. All these ancient structures which are there, like the pyramids of even Mexico, they are all based on Vastu. So that cultural influence of ancient times is now considered as a non-scientific thing. I say Banaya pyramids, and there are a lot of hypotheses about pyramids and all. Some extra normal people have come and done and all that. But there was that technology and they have been following Vastu principles. So it's not only in India, it's all over. Like even if you see St. Peter's Church in Rome is based on Vastu.
If it is such an ancient science, and clearly it is a science, then why is it that people call it unscientific? And why is it that the mainstream science community does not accept it?
See, what happens is there was a time when India was at the forefront of everything, civilization, everything. So as you know, the Europeans came to trade with India. They rediscovered India and whatever. And then they started feeling that they should have a settlement here and come up. So the only way they could beat India was to show that their civilization, their culture is superior to us. Others, they would not be able to penetrate into the Indian psyche, into the Indian market. So they started playing against our culture, destroyed all our books, destroyed all our information, whatever they could, and then they started showing that they were superior to us. And if you read history, that's where history is very important. Robert Clive, East India Company, he had his headquarters in Calcutta. Some stupid Indian Vastu guy at that time told him, go to Madras and settle down there, because that's to the south of India, extreme south compared to Calcutta. Calcutta is almost northeast. So this guy traveled all the way and then he established in Chennai, Madras, and that is how the British became the most influential European community in India, just because of Vastu.
So Ajay, are you telling me कि ये सब के पीछे the fall of and rise of dynasties, the strength of certain ruling parties.
Correct.
Are you saying all of this has
Yeah.
an element of Vastu behind
Correct,
it?
correct. See, like Congress can never come in this particular era because 90s are over and the 2000 era has started. 2000 is a number which is not favorable to Congress. So no matter how much they try.
In your analysis, and clearly you've studied a lot of history and analyzed a lot of things, how can the planning of a city or country impact its future, whether it flourishes?
Yeah.
And at the same time, there are some cities जो बस है ही हैं, they're
Yeah.
just existing.
Correct, correct. Like human beings or like any other this thing, a city grows or it even shrinks. Like Mumbai. Mumbai was just a dowry given Portuguese this thing to British. It was just a small fishing this thing of
Yeah.
7 islands.
7
We all
islands,
know
yeah.
that, being Mumbaikars.
Yes, yes.
And it has become the financial capital of the country in such a short span of time compared to Lucknow, compared to Hyderabad, which are much more older cities
Right.
of India. So every city has a growth period and a dying period, just like us. So if we plan well, the growth can be increased and sustained and prolonged. But if we haphazardly develop a city without planning, without Vastu planning, I'm saying, or just planning is not enough. Like we planned a parliament building and made a blunder out of it.
The new parliament building.
Yeah, that's
Why do you
equally bad. That's the problem. Many of the Vastu guys don't know Vastu themselves. So when you have shapes, like in ancient India, we have shapes to fight a war. Like the Chakravyu finished Abhimanyu, and the Chakratir in Satopant, because I have been there many times, that killed Arjuna. So circular formations can finish a person. So our parliament, old parliament was circular.
Yeah.
Baker and Lutyens spoiled, made a mess of Delhi, and that's why Delhi is always "Mera baap kaun hai" type people. They don't know who is what, and they try
I
to
think
rule
Delhi
the country.
to me is always about goal chakkars.
Yeah. And गोल चक्कर घुमाते सारा country को घुमाया, and then we are still doing the same. So
And
from
what about the new parliament building?
yeah,
is not
so
correct?
from a circle we went to a triangle. So that is another worse shape. So that is leading us to fights with multiple countries. So now in future India will have to face the brunt of the parliament shape, and we will be fighting on multiple fronts. Whether we like it or not, we will have to fight. In this particular triangle, there is no northeast, there is no southeast. Those two areas are missing. So there is no thought put into the progress of the country in the positive aspect, and there is going to be war with other countries. Like if you see all the philosophers of the country and other saints from different religions, they all have predicted World War, World War III and subsequently World War IV. So Trump will take this advantage because they all geared up for the war. Everybody, all countries are gearing up for the war, including Japan. So Japan also, when they occupied China, they occupied the northeast part. Of course, Manchuria was not part of China earlier,
Yeah.
but they occupied Manchuria, Formosa. So that was the chicken's head, the hen's head. If you see, China is the shape of a hen, and Pakistan is like a chicken behind the hen. So by seeing the shapes, you can make out which country will follow which country. So Pakistan will always follow China, and if you see Russia, it's like a bear, a big bear sitting on China and Mongolia and all that, just slumped down and sitting on them. So it can influence China. So shapes make a lot of difference. Like Bharat Mata is Bharat Mata.
Yeah, can you tell
The
me
shape,
about our
yeah,
shape?
Yeah. See, the shape of India was earlier, when we see the Akhand Bharat picture, with Bharat Mata with the hairs flared out, like Pakistan and Balochistan and all this was part of the hair of Bharat Mata. Of course, Bangladesh was part of the arms and this thing. So after the partition and after the bloodshed and all that, India changed shape. And if you remember, Bharat always had a lot of invasions happening since ancient times, but we as a country have never invaded any other country except during Harshvardhan's time. He was the only Indian king who has gone till Gobi Desert, Mongolia, and captured all those areas,
Yeah.
and then showed what Indian might is. But we actually, culturally, we have attacked and occupied other countries, like even Cambodia, culturally, through the spread of Hinduism and Buddhism and all that. And if you see from the historical perspective, Sri Lanka has a say over us all the time, because it is to the southeast of India. So we could never win the Tamil war, the Elam war. And even the Tamilians couldn't win the war against Sri Lankans, because Colombo was to the southwest of Jaffna. So when you see from the Vastu perspective, your strategy of defeating another country. Like simple example is China. Chinese, all said and done, are following Vastu better than us. They know that the way to weaken India is to go to Hambantota. So Hambantota port is under the control of Chinese. So they are to the southeast of India. So now they have a strategical hold over Indian territory, because Sri Lanka is one way of attacking India. So attacking is a very important strategy. Like for example, Ukraine war. If Russia had attacked, say, Japan or China, it would have won the war by now. But when you are attacking to the southwest, Ukraine is to the southwest of Russia. So Russia cannot defeat Ukraine by conventional methods. It has tried and tried. It's 4 years now, I think, more or less.
Yeah.
The war is still dragging on because though Ukraine is small, though it has no weapons, though it has nothing, it has Vastu in its favor. So if you see history from the Vastu perspective, your strategies to attack a country improve.
Yeah.
And that is where India, having this culture and this science, we should use it in a military planning.
It's fascinating, your analysis and your knowledge of history and how you've
My father was in archaeology, so automatically.
how you've brought together all these this knowledge and this scientific application into the analysis that you've shared. But if I can just get your attention closer to home, to our everyday spaces where we live, breathe, work, earn, what is it that people are getting wrong in their homes?
See, what happens is there are a lot of people who think that Vastu kiya, मेरा सब कुछ हो गया, अपना भला हो गया, automatically things will improve. That is wrong. You have to equally work hard. You have to put your intelligence to it. You have to see that your staff are well disciplined. You have to take care of your work, your business, and your effort. If you are in a job, you should improve your job qualities and your employment chances. Just doing Vastu is not enough. It only improves the energy of the place. It gives you a better attitude and all that. But the groundwork has to be done by you. So a lot of people have that misunderstanding. Vastu kiya, abhi mai bhar. Actually, there are clients who go and stay at home and don't go to office and work in office. That is the problem.
But then, from all the people's homes that you may have visited and sort of shared your advice for, what are the 3 common Vastu mistakes that people are doing in their homes?
So one common mistake is that thinking that Brahmastan is holy. Of course, it's holy, and building a temple there. Only the northeast and specific parts of the house should be opened up to the sky element. So not the courtyard. A lot of people think that okay, a south-facing house is bad, a west-facing house is bad. So that is where they have wrong impression. There are no clear-cut formulae from the Vastu field because of lack of knowledge. But there are actually 16 directions, not just 4 directions. There are 16 directions, and each direction has a specific element and role.
Right.
So when you have a house in the south, and a lot of people fear and then don't buy a house in the south, facing south. But if you have a correct entrance, that can be one of the best houses. In fact, Vastu is so deep a science that ancient times also kings used to do that in the palace. If they want a boy child, they can get a boy child. If they want a girl child, we can get a girl child, because it affects the chromosome level of a body.
Wow.
The energies. So we can plan in advance. Of course, you can't go for a honeymoon and then decide that you are getting a baby which is boy. It has to be 6-7 months of planning in advance, and or 1 year in advance, and then you do the changes in the house, and you are assured that you will get a baby of the gender you want.
Wow.
It is so deep. And one of the famous sexologists of India has agreed, it came in the newspaper long back, that Vastu can determine the sex of a child.
But I mean, in that same breath and logic, Ajay, we come across so many people who don't go anywhere close to even the V of Vastu when buying a house or when planning their office, planning their house. They are living happily, they are perhaps flourishing successfully. Nothing seems to impact them. So how do you explain
Same thing. Because by default, because of their, you can say, good karma, or because of their happy-go-lucky nature. See, we should understand one thing, is this whole cosmos, according to our philosophy, or Indian philosophy, is a dream. A dream means your mind is impacting your surroundings. You are dreaming of something. Like you are dreaming that you'll have a bungalow which has XYZ parameters near to something, near the sea, and you actually manifest it. So there are certain people whose mind is very strong. They don't care. They don't mentally get subjugated by something called Vastu. So those people are free.
If Vastu, as you say, is really the science of placement of things, and it's the science of energy, can it really affect money, relationships, mental health?
Like I was telling you about this client who got the temple in the Brahmastan. I was against it, but because his son is devoted to his mother, he built the temple in the Brahmastan. I told him point blank that he'll get divorced. He actually got divorced.
No way.
So this is how important Vastu is. Just because somebody writes in the newspaper, it's like getting married by seeing a newspaper article and getting married. You should have some scientific basis. So when you do a wrong thing, the effect comes through. And then he got divorced. Then he got fed up with that house. He asked me to search a better place for him. And then he tried to get married again. He didn't get married. Obviously, nobody wanted to marry a guy who got it. And he came to a better house. We searched for a better place. This time the mother didn't interfere at all because he got some experience. And the same lady, he again requested her to get married to him again. And now they have a baby girl also.
You are kidding me. He got married to the same woman and they have a kid together?
Yeah.
Wow.
And you can even...
Really, this is the magic of Vastu.
You can even get children. Like there is another lady who was not bearing children for quite some time. We changed the Vastu. We did certain changes. And she got a baby girl. That girl is now 14 years old. So Vastu can change your life.
Ajay, you are obviously such a devoted student of Vastu. And it's an ever-evolving science and you just seem to be getting deeper into it. But what is the most controversial thing that you believe about Vastu strongly, which people often tend to disagree with?
Yeah, like I said before, this main conception is that north facing is good and south and west facing are not good. Or like south is not good, north is good. This is the main problem with people because that has been ingrained into them. Of course, there are a lot of advantages of having a north facing. That is obviously there.
Yeah.
But just because it is south facing, it doesn't mean we reject it.
Ajay, in your bhandar of scientific and historical knowledge, added with a layer of astrophysics and whatnot, which has a little bit also gone above my head.
Binary stars and axions.
I can't help but try and get a sneak peek of it in doing a rapid fire with you. Can we do a rapid fire then?
Sure.
All right.
I'll try my best.
You don't have to try.
Men are never
It's
as
effortless.
fast as women in terms of talking. So,
Bapre, the amount of knowledge that you've shared with me right now. घर में वो कौन सी एक चीज है जो सबसे fast it disturbs the energy of that house?
Brahmastan.
Brahmastan.
Yeah.
Which Bollywood celebrity's home you would perhaps like to fix Vastu-wise?
I've already fixed a lot of celebrities' homes. But I would like to do for...
Drop a few names, come on, tell us. Who owes their fame and success to some of the Vastu changes?
I don't know if they like it, but when Salman Khan had a black buck problem, I got it resolved. So the whole country was against him that time. We made changes at his home. Helen took me over. I even had lunch with Malaika and Arbaz Khan. Salman was out for a shoot. But then I did changes in his house. And then the whole this thing died out. The whole hangama against him vanished. And then I also advised Amrita Rao's house. They didn't do the changes. Then she's nowhere in the field. Then even Manisha Koirala. I told her 5 years before she had cancer that she'll get cancer because she's sleeping under a beam.
Oh dear.
And she had 5 bedrooms. She could have easily shifted to the other bedroom.
Correct.
But then you don't believe properly and then you say, okay, nothing will happen to me. And then she went to US for getting. So the effect comes through, whether we believe or whether we accept or not, the effect comes through. So it's better to believe and do it, experiment and this thing. And because I'm talking from whatever subject I say is only through experience.
Okay. What's the weirdest question people ask you about Vastu?
मेरा वास्तु ठीक है क्या? If you have that doubt, that means it's not ठीक है.
Okay. One color that you would never recommend anyone to have in their bedroom?
Black.
Black?
Yeah.
Okay, why is that?
Black. Black
so
brings
there'll be something lacking.
Yeah. Plus you get depressed. See, black is a color, we don't call a black hole white hole. We call a white dwarf, but a black hole does not allow light to go out also. So it's a color which absorbs everything, and then you absorb all the colors like gold. Gold is a color which emits all the other colors. It reflects. It reflects yellow, it deflects red.
Yeah.
It only accepts violet and blue. So it's a very spiritual color. Whereas black is a very negative color. So the contrasting difference is very much. That's why in Vastu we are totally into colors. That's why Indians are always wearing gold. We are not into platinum, we are not into silver. These are inferior materials according to us. Bhale West says platinum is better, we don't care.
Yeah.
The amount of gold which is in India, no
My
other
God.
country has.
Yeah.
Because we know traditionally that gold helps us.
Yeah. Would it be safe to say that you don't have any piece of black clothing in your closet?
I won't say that, but I use them only when I need to use them.
Okay, all right. Since you were talking so much about the placement and planning of cities and countries, and we spoke about the parliament building की वो कौन सा एक वास्तु upgrade हम कर सकते हैं अभी भी?
The only way we can upgrade the whole thing, no doubt about it, but the location of parliament, the location of the capital city itself is wrong.
अभी वो तो change नहीं कर
No,
सकते?
no. Right now, a lot of people in India are actively thinking of changing the parliament, the capital city of the country, and that will become a big this thing against the whole world. If we have a capital somewhere down south, like Thiruvananthapuram, not Thiruvananthapuram actually, but
Yeah.
nearby,
Yeah.
down south, and we create a new capital city, like how Amravati is being created in Andhra, but we go further down south and create a new capital with all the Vastu parameters into it, including the parliament, we will be doing it. Eventually, we will be doing it. Indians are Indians. They will do it. Only it's a matter of time. After this war and all that, we'll come to our senses and come back to.
Okay. Which city in India has the most powerful Vastu?
I won't say Nagpur, though it is a central city. I would say down south.
Any particular city?
See, none of the shapes are correct, but in terms of this thing, location and all that, Thiruvananthapuram.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's very down south, even lower than Chennai and all. And you can see the difference in the naming of the places. Chennai was called Madras before.
Yeah.
Everybody used to call Madras as mad people. Whole country used to call them mad. Now nobody calls them mad. See the change in the consciousness of the human beings also. The change in the name changes the consciousness of people. Nobody calls them mad, and they have started getting better respect. Bangalore also. Bangalore was Bangalore. Now it's become Bangalore, it's becoming better. So sometimes the name change helps, sometimes it doesn't help. Like Mumbai, bomb blasts and all used to happen when it was Bombay. Even in 1919, I think we had a big bomb blast in the naval area because of an accident during the World War. So Bombay always had blasts created by Dawood and created by other people also, and unintentionally, like during the 1919 blast. So, and mob violence, because the hidden meanings were mob, bomb and all that. But after we changed the name to Mumbai, भले business कम हो गया, भले ठंडा हो गया, business has gone out of Mumbai after it became Mumbai. That is very evident, we all know it. But the bomb blast, the mob violence, even after attack on Taj and other things, the mob was not incited towards violence. So Pakistan's idea was that the mob would become violent. But as a Vastu guy, I know that they will not be violent anymore because it has changed. Mumbai, Thanda ho gaya. Bhai has become Thanda. Mum ho gaya. Yeah. Business also has gone down, but at least the bomb blast and all that has gone off.
Okay, interesting. In this segment, I'm going to say a few statements, and I'd like you to either swipe right or left. Right is obviously yes, and left is no. Toilet sharing a wall with the kitchen.
I wouldn't say right or left. It depends on the location. So it can be okay if it is in the correct place.
Okay. Mirror placed opposite the bed.
Again, the same thing. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not good, depending on the location. These are where the fears come.
Okay.
What happens is we see a reflection the moment we get up and we get scared. Ki ghost aa gaya, kuch aaya. So if you keep the mirrors in the correct place, it's really good, and it depends on the size of the mirror.
Okay. Sleeping with your head towards the south.
Is good actually.
So
right.
You swipe right. Okay. The classic जो कपड़ों का पहाड़ जो हम कुर्सी पे जमा करते रहते हैं.
Left.
Left.
No clutter.
No clutter.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Okay. All right. Working from your bed, because today's culture is work from home.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay. How is it good?
My Guru Paramaham Yoganandaji meditates sitting on the bed. You are energizing the bed, making it more holy. You're studying on the bed, and so you're converting the bed into Saraswati asana. So there's nothing like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If it's
So
in the correct place, you're facing the correct direction, the moment you get up, you should be meditating actually.
okay.
So that is what we are taught to do in my
So
organization.
clearly working
Yeah.
on the bed
Yeah.
daily, you
Yeah.
swipe right,
Yeah.
but correct, provided it's in
Yeah.
the correct direction,
Correct.
and you're facing
Yeah.
the correct
Yeah.
direction. All right.
Correct.
A broken clock still hanging on the
Not
wall.
good. Not good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Swipe left.
Yeah, left.
Having a safe or a locker that's kept at a height.
It's good. Gravity.
Okay.
So higher you go, the lesser the gravity. So what happens is when you want money to accumulate, you also want to accumulate it for a steady period of time.
Yeah.
It's not Aya Ram Gaya Ram type of
Yeah.
thing. Like a bank cashier,
Yeah.
he sees money and he sees the money going also.
Yeah.
But if you keep it in the correct place, in the correct height, it really makes a difference in your savings and
Okay.
your generation of wealth.
Okay. All right. Keeping gifts from old relationships.
No, not good. Left. In fact, Shastras of India say, don't take gifts, don't give gifts. This is one of the wrong things which we do. We always give gifts to others and we expect gifts from them. That's the problem. We should at least give them, don't think of getting it back. And those spoil our Vastu.
Okay. And clearly gifts from old relationships we should not
shouldn't
keep.
keep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And having too many gadgets plugged near your bed.
Very bad. In fact, people are walking like this now because of the mobile.
Yeah.
Very bad. Radiation.
Yeah.
I switch off my mobile. I don't even keep it in the bedroom. I keep it in the other rooms.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's why you're so difficult to reach out to.
Better. I have my own peace and I need it.
I'm curious, Ajay, बात कर रहे थे. What would be the Vastu of a bank then? Because आपने कहा पैसा आता है, पैसा चला जाता है. Do they also design their spaces?
See, one of the main expenses of a bank is the salaries of the staff
Yeah.
and the location of the bank.
Rent.
The rent.
Yeah.
And if your location is bad and your location of the safe is bad, that bank goes bust.
Yeah.
They don't perform, they don't this thing, then they'll, even banks have closed down.
Yeah.
Like LIC has taken over a lot of banks
Yeah.
because the banks are not doing well. And my wife is working in LIC, that's why I know.
Okay.
So
All
anyway.
right. And by that same logic, what would be the Vastu of a hospital?
Yeah,
Matlab there's
I've designed
bimari,
hospitals.
there's
Yeah,
deaths.
correct. See, this is very important. That is where everybody has to go into the science. Like if you see the beds in ICU, I'm talking about ICU because that is a very critical
Correct.
area.
Yeah.
Half the beds are facing the other direction because of the space
Placement
restriction.
of things. Yeah.
And so half of the patients are always not doing well. So if your head is to the east or to the north, you will not recover. But if you design your hospital in such a way that everybody is placed with the head to the south or to the west, so the equipment is kept in. Like I will tell you a real example in Tata Memorial Hospital. My client was in the hospital. She was a cancer patient. She's recovered, of course, and she was to undergo operation. But because of her diabetic levels were not going down, they couldn't operate on her. For 15 days, she was in the hospital. Out of desperation, she called me over. I went to the room, her private room. I changed the bed position. Overnight, the blood levels came down, the diabetic levels, and the doctors were surprised. They came to congratulate me. What they couldn't do for 15 days, I could do in one night. So just by changing the placement of the bed in the hospital, you can cure the person.
I wonder how many hospitals will allow that after listening to this.
Yeah, but they should.
Yeah. I think listening to you, I'm left wondering if we should have a new designation and title across corporate offices, CVO, Chief Vastu Officer.
No, I've done quite a few organizations which have come up in a radical way. Cox and Kings, for example. So we started with just 4 offices in India, the metro cities, and then we spread all over the country because of Vastu. So I was a chief Vastu consultant. Unfortunately, because of whatever situations and conditions, they had to shut down. And I also told them that Cox and Kings will not be a continuous name because of the hidden meaning no in it. So that is inherent in the name. So that is where we have to, because it's an old brand, they wanted to continue with that
Correct.
name. And then that gives you the negative effect and then it changes hands. Now it has again gone to somebody else. So that is how things change.
Wow.
So when we listen with half-heartedness and do half-hearted changes, it doesn't work. So that's why when you just put crystals and when you just put pyramids or copper putty, it's not enough.
Yeah.
The negative energy is so much, it cannot stop it beyond a point.
Right.
And that is where you need to do those hard hitting measures like changing the place.
Yeah.
That's important.
Wonderful. Ajay, this has been fascinating. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we could go on and on, but
You clearly can. I mean, like I said, bhandar of knowledge. I mean, this has really been an eye-opener.
Thank you.
Your knowledge on Vastu, history, numerology, and all things mixed, and applied with one another really takes it to another level. Not just from everyday practical tips, but also to larger things concerning the world and politics and life in general, if I may say. Thank you so much. This has been wonderful.
Thank you.
That's enough from me on this episode of InControversial, and that was Aajay Rao, demystifying Vastu, pseudoscience, full science, definitely full mystery, but a whole lot of magic. Till we meet again, please do stay tuned, stay bold, stay curious, and yes, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It means so much to me. Signing off then. See you soon.